Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Ryan's Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down, Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler, Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Murray. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go. 180. Dagger.
Diggs going in motion right. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Ryan. Caught by Sanu. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Slot man moves right. Freeman. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Ryan on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. Yeah, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The slot man in motion right. Here's Freeman. And an alley to run. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. So the D-line's going to spread out. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. And no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Slot man moves right. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Fielded about a yard deep. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now it's Ryan toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. The slot man in motion right. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they try the right side here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So the play clock's running down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Down throw for Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 43 yards. To throw, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you play man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Bridgewater now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brooks Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Right north.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick.